Okay, it says in the Mishnah, the 12th Mishnah of Avos. It says that Hillel v'Shammai kibluhem. Hillel and Shammai received it from the previous rabbis. Hillel Omer havi mitalmidu shel Aaron. You should be from the Talmidim, the students of Aaron. Ohev shalom, roidev shalom. You should love peace and you should chase after peace. Oyev esabrios u'makarvan l'Torah. You should love people and bring them closer to Torah. What's the connection? You should love people and bring them closer to Torah. What's the connection between everything over here? So Rashi over here comes along and he says, when he would see two people that were fighting, okay? He's talking about Aaron. What would he do? He would go to each one of them, shaloi medas chaveru, without the knowledge of his other friend, and he would say, by the way, you should know so and so wants to make up with you. He would say the same thing. So and so wants to make up with you. And he would say that, and then guess what he would do? He would make peace. That was one thing that he did. Another time in the story you should know was brought in the Yerushalmi and Sota Parakal Halacha Daled. Someone came along and said to his wife, Koinim Sheim Nehenis Li Achetaruk Beina Shel Kohen Gadol. I'm making a vow. You're not allowed to get any pleasure from me until the Kohen Gadol spits in your eye. Aaron heard about this and he went to that woman and told her, Shti Beinai, I have an eye ache over here. V'roik Shaloch Rafua Yeshbo. Your saliva has medicinal, it could heal my eye. And it has an advantage. And spit in my eye, please. Guess what? She spat in the eye. And on that, he would make peace. The Rambam over here has a different twist. When Aaron would feel that someone was on his inside, he was a little bad, he needed a little bit of chizuk, a little bit of improvement. So then what would he do over here? He would say, Oi. Or if people told him that he needs a little bit of help, he would say, Oh, Shalom, how's it going? And he would start befriending the individual, talking with him, etc., speak with him, conversing. And that person was embarrassed and he'd say, Oily, woe to me. If Aaron knew what was going on in my heart and how bad my actions are, Ilu hayodei Aaron safun libe v'roi mepali v'yamater la'tzmoilis he wouldn't even allow himself to look at me. Kol shekein sheyadabri me, certainly wouldn't even speak with me. So he would continue saying, and he would say, "V'omnom ani etzlo b'cheskos adam kosher." In Aaron's eyes, I'm like a kosher person. I'm assumed to be kosher. L'chein ani emes es devorav v'machshava. So I want to make true what his thoughts are and what his speech is. V'yechoizer lamutav, and I want to go back and do the right thing. That will cause him to do the right thing, and he would be considered the Talmidim of Aaron. That's the idea over here, and he would learn from Aaron. That's what it says over here on the page. What could we add to this that's off the page over here? That's in addition to this. The Medrash Shmuel explains on page 47 to be like the Talmidim of Aaron. Why doesn't the Mishnah say be like Aaron himself? Why just like the Talmidim? Why not be like Aaron himself? The answer is it's obvious we can't be like Aaron. We should still try to minimally be like his students. Maral and the Taisva to explain we have to love people because they're Hashem's creations. Everything in this world we have to love because it's Hashem's creation. Of course, unless that person is trying to harm other people for no reason or etc. etc. But Hashem created everything. Then it's Siv explains that we have to love people even if they don't learn Torah. And we could learn this from this Mishnah. Because first the Mishnah says, Oyev esabrius. First you gotta love him. And guess what? After you love them, en state umakarvin l'Torah. That's when you could bring them closer to Torah. First you have to love, then bring them closer. So we see that this is straight up in the Mishnah. This is referring to people who don't learn Torah, and still the Mishnah says you gotta love them. This I saw quoted, by the way, in the Mesift and the Yalkut Purim on pages 87 to 88. Questions, comments? Pretty straightforward.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I don't really have any questions on the shear. I just have had one good comment that you said the story happened with Aaron HaKohen. So I read that story that happened also with Rameir on this, I think.
Okay.
I saw it in the Tanan series Rabbi Sai. If
Anything
you
else?
haven't already subscribed, subscribe now.
All right, all
If you
right.
like this video, like it. If you don't like it, leave your angry comment below.
All right.